We are 4 days away from the federal election, and tonight we have our next and final debrief at the desk with the leaders on this 40-day campaign. NDP Leader Jagmeet Singh joins me in the newsroom. Thank you so much for making time to join us tonight. I want to start with some clarification on the possibility of a minority government. You seem to have kind of wavered on the question of coalition. Do you support one or not?
So I'm open to anything. My plan is this. I believe that in the next Parliament, I want to be Prime Minister. I want to be able to implement the promises that we've made, the commitments that we have to make people's lives better. But I'm open to working in any way that Canadians choose, whether it's in opposition, whether it's in a coalition, whether it's in a minority, or whether it's in government. I want Canadians to win, and that's my goal. Whatever it makes Canadians' lives better.
So if the Liberals end up with a minority government and Justin Trudeau comes to you and offers you a coalition deal, including cabinet ministers, would you accept that?
So it's not my priority to lay out exactly the path forward. It's just that my openness to doing whatever it takes to deliver on the things that Canadians need. So I'm open to whatever. I've made it clear I'm not willing to work with Conservatives, but beyond that, I'm open. And my plan is this. I think that if Canadians vote New Democrats and elect as many New Democrats as possible, elect enough of us, we can form government. But if not, we can deliver on the things that we've talked about.
So if it does end up Monday night with a Conservative minority government and you say you will not, in fact, I think this morning you said you don't respect Conservatives.
Well, I don't respect their cuts. I don't respect the steps that they take. I don't respect the...
So it wasn't Conservative voters you were saying?
Oh, no, of course
not. It's not why you didn't go to Alberta, for example.
No, of course. I mean, my campaign is about including all people, respecting all people, but I don't believe that cuts are the right thing to do. I've fought provincially, and I will continue to fight federally against the idea of cutting services to people. I think it's wrong.
So, okay, Andrew Scheer said today, first job one, if he gets a minority government or a majority government, is cutting the carbon tax January 1st. What would you do in that situation? If that's his first order of business, would you vote that down and trigger a snap election? I think Canadians really want to understand what's on the table.
Well, I can make it really clear when it comes to the price on pollution, there is a price to pollution. And I believe that what we should be doing is making sure the biggest polluters pay their fair share. What Mr. Trudeau hasn't done is that he's in fact exempted the biggest polluters and put all the burden on families. I believe that the biggest polluters should be the ones who are paying their fair share.
Okay, you're not going to work with Conservatives, so you would vote down their bills and you would potentially trigger a snap election.
Well, what I'm saying is this. I can put it clearly. I'm not accepting your frame. I'm saying is that what New Democrats are going to do is we're going to fight for people. I'm saying that if New Democrats are elected, we're going to fight for the things that Canadians need, whatever that means. We're going to look at every scenario as it comes up and say, how does this advance the lives of Canadians with the priorities that we put forward?
More than ever, I think this campaign race has truly played a part in it. And you have been an inspiration to so many Canadians. On Bill 21, however, there are still those who are looking for more from you. This unwillingness to intervene in that Quebec legislation. What do you say to those Canadians who sort of look to you to put personal convictions ahead of political goals?
Well, what I've said very clearly on this is that there's a court challenge, and that court challenge is going on right now, and they're doing exactly what they should be doing, which is to challenge a law that they don't agree with in Quebec with the laws that exist to protect people. And that's important that we do not interfere with that. And what I want to do is this. I know that if there's 70% of people believe a certain law is good, that changing a law is not enough. Challenge that law in court is not enough. I want to win over the hearts and minds of people. I mean, I'm a person that wears a turban, that goes to Quebec regularly, gets asked this question every time I go there, and gets to show to people of Quebec that maybe this isn't the way to go ahead, that divisive laws don't really build a better society. And we've seen the impact. We've seen discussions on Facebook and social media, people who were once very supportive of the law saying, you know what, maybe this doesn't make sense. We've heard it on talk show radios where people are saying, you know what, Mr. Singh is someone who shares our values. This law doesn't really make sense.
Now, the Canada you say you want to build, it depends so much on provincial support. And at the moment, the provinces, many of them, are barely speaking to the federal government. So how are you going to get the support of the provinces? Well,
it's important that we work with provinces. We're going to have to sit down and do the hard work. I believe we've got powerful tools at the federal level where we can encourage positive things to happen. We can negotiate strong deals. And with our pharmacare plan, for example, I can't imagine a province that when approached with this offer, you're already spending money on medication. I can't imagine a premier that could say no to that. And if they did, the political cost would be very deadly. And I think that that's the powerful force of this argument, is that it's so compelling. It is so doable. And every other country in the world that has a universal healthcare system has pharmacare that's universal and public. We can do it here.
Finally, what is your goal for Monday night? Give me a seat number.
My goal is to be Prime Minister of Canada. But at the end of the day, it's not about me winning. I want Canadians to win. So my goal is to make sure Canadians win no matter what.
Okay. Thank you so much for spending some time with us on a very busy week, and we wish you luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.